Okay. Well, in 2021, your sentence got reduced to 27 and a half years. And then in 2022, this year, January 3rd, you got released after doing 23 years and 10 months.
Correct.
So how did you get those 4 years or so, trimmed off?
Oh, see, now what happens is you do 85% of your time in the Fed. So, but what took, now, right after the judge, I could have been home for Christmas. But what happened was, once the judge redid everything, I waited till the holiday was over with because I knew that, people were on vacation, and I went to like literally 100 people in prison and was calculating their time because I was like, man, the judge gave me 27 and a half years. What's 85% of that? And I was doing the math. I was like, man, I'm supposed to be released. I'm 4 months over my sentence or whatever. So that I waited till after the holiday, after the first. On the third, I went to the mail room and I was like, hey, man, I said, I believe I should be home. The guy was like, no, I talked with the people at Grand Prairie and they say that you don't get out till August of this year. I said, no, man, something wrong. So I had did the calculation. I went and put out my paper. He was like, oh, he said, my calculation, your calculation is going to be different. I said, man, math is the same all around the United States. So I said, well, can you please contact Grand Prairie and let them decide? He's like, yeah. So he went in there. I had my lawyer to mail me a copy of the judgment commitment. And when he mailed me a copy of that, I gave it to him because they would wait for the paperwork to come. And sometimes the courts take their time, be like a month or so before you get out. So my lawyer sent me mine, so I was ahead. So I gave it to him. I walked out. I was like, man, that man ain't gonna contact them people. I went to my cell, talked to my little partner for a while. I jumped in the shower. Man, 30 minutes. Terrance Williams. I said, yeah, what's up? Get your stuff. I said, man, whatever. Get your stuff, you're leaving. I said, I didn't bathe or nothing. I jumped out the shower, ran to my cell, got my stuff. And the people just released me, man, and sent me to a bus station. It freaked me out. I see a girl standing up on the phone and she looking at somebody and somebody looking at her and they talking. It bugged me out, man. I was like, wow. It's just a culture shock out here, man. But
well, yeah. I mean, you went in at age 24?
23.
23. You get out at 47?
Yeah.
So literally half your life was spent behind bars. Just for that one stretch, not counting all the other times that you went in, but literally that last stretch was half of your natural life.
Correct.
When you went in, there was no iPhones, there was no social media. Michael Jackson was still alive.
Prince.
And Prince was still alive. And you come out and people are FaceTiming. There's Facebook and Instagram and marijuana is legal in certain places.
Text messages, man. Yo, it took me 3 weeks to learn how to text when I first come out. I got so frustrated with the phones, man. I was ready to go back to beepers. There's just so much on the cell phones, man. And I should get frustrated. And I would ask people, call people, and man, everybody on cell phones, man. Everybody. Children, you go to, anywhere you go, head down texting it. People just, man, the cell phone is, because while I was in prison, because there are cell phones in prison, I never indulged in that because I didn't want to get a write-up, because in my mind, I always paid attention to the law. And I was like, man, they're going to pass some laws, something's going to come out, and what they do is they get the discretion to the courts. And I was like, if I get a lot of write-ups in prison, the judge could say, yeah, you've been incarcerated a long time. However, you stabbed this guy. You got caught with this cell phone. You got this write-up. Denied. He could deny my motion. Just like with the First Step Act, it's a discretion to the court. And the judge look and see if you've done so much stuff. And like I said, all my co-defendants was going home. It was just two of us left. And then he got released under the 2-level reduction. So I was the only one left on the case.
Okay. When you get out, do you meet with Birdman? Do you meet with Slim? Do you meet with Juvenile? BG is still in prison. Do you meet with Lil Wayne? Do you reunite with anyone from Cash Money?
No. Listen, when I got out, I called Birdman. Because when I first got out, they gave me release, so they shot me straight to New Orleans. While I'm home, he on the phone fussing. So his exact words were, it's a lot of stuff going on with your name. I don't condone it. I'm not with it. I don't respect it. He said, we sat at the round table. You helped make some of the rules. And apparently you broke some of them. He said, you know, you made your bed. You got to lay in it. He said, anything else? He said, do you have anything you want to say before I hang up? I said, yeah. He said, what's up? I said, you have a pillow? Because at that time, I'm like, I know now that me and him never going to be the same. And I respect it because, like he say, I helped made some of the rules. And one of the rules are you never sit down with law enforcement, no matter what it is. Even though, like I said, I never testified on a living person. Nobody's doing time behind me. But because I sat down and gave them bodies, murders with people that are already deceased, it's still a violation. And, you know, I respect that because in my mind, I'm older now anyway. I'm free. I get to eat what I want. I don't have to worry about stand-up count. I don't have to worry about somebody trying to shank me behind one of my homeboys. I don't have to worry about no race riots, no lockdown. I'm free, you know? But I would say this, my brother Slim stepped up because me and Birdman, we clashed again because I'm doing a documentary on my life story and there's certain things he don't want in it. And Slim the middleman with it, you know? And I was like, well, you know, he tripping, tell him, you know, where my money at for the hot boys, where my money at for the cash money, you know, my money. And his exact words were, see me in court, nephew. And I was like, oh yeah. But I'm not going that route because like I say, Slim take care of me. Slim send me money. He helped me out. And I'm in a good place right now, you know. I mean, I would love to be, you know, with the family. You know, I thought I was going to be riding in the Maybachs, the Phantoms. You know, I had to ride the Uber and a Lyft, you know. Matter of fact, I need to start a GoFundMe page. Hey, can somebody help me get a Bentley or something? But at the end of the day, man, honestly though, Vlad, Slim has really been there for me. Slim take care of me. I don't want for nothing. You know, I work, you know, so I'm a citizen now. I pay taxes. So all you gangsters, leave me alone. I'm paying my taxes. I have a 9-to-5. Actually, I have 2 jobs. So I work, you know, and like I say, me and Birdman, we don't have no relationship right now. I talk with Slim, you know, and I respect, you know, that's where he at with it, you know. He a gangster, you know, and they living that life. I don't live that life no more.